If you're a fan of the film director Edgar Wright, you will know he's got a new film coming out soon. And if you don't know who he is, well, I'm going to tell you all about him. Now, even if you don't recognise the name, you'll know the films, because they're on our TV too all the bloody time. Except you've probably had them ruined by them Mum and 8 blokes running about every 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, them pair. Get out of it. If you're lucky enough to see them on DVD or at cinema, you'll know that they're great films. And my lad Dean that got me into them, he said, "Dad, you'll enjoy these, they're really good." But anyway, who is this Edgar Wright bloke?
Hello there, I'm Edgar Wright, and these are 10 amazing films you may have never seen.
Now, I like my films, but this bloke is ridiculous. He knows films inside out. And he was really into his films when he was young. You could see he wanted to be a director. Here he is on some kids' programme years ago. He wanted to be a director from a young age. He was like Steven Spielberg or something.
Well, I made an animated film about disabled people, which won the first prize on going live on the Comic Relief competition.
What did you win?
I won a camcorder, which came in useful.
Now, you can tell he loves his films, not just because he were into them when he was a kid, but because of the love and care he puts into his own films when he makes them. And it's one of the reasons I love watching them, because they get better with repeated viewings. Because there's all these little details that you don't notice the first time you watch it, but the more and more you watch it, you start to see more and more stuff in there, and you think, oh, it's really clever, this, really well thought through. And I'll try and explain why.
Right.
First up, for me, he's dead creative with how he uses the camera. You know, it's whizzing around all over the place. And it gives his scenes loads of energy, you know what I mean?
Then we grab Mum, we go over to Liz's place, hole up, have a cup of tea, and wait for all this to blow over.
Now, he's very good at visual gags. He's very good at using his camera to get a joke out of the scene. Now, I'm no expert on the technical side of things here, but it's very clever the way he moves his actors around the shot to then frame the joke at the end of the scene. It's really very clever.
Husband in there, okay? I know it looks like him, but there is nothing of the man you loved in that car now. Nothing. Let's go, shall we?
You're late.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You said 3, it's almost 4.
Yeah, 3 for 4.
Now, some directors might just have had these characters getting annoyed with the bloke for being late. But Edgar Wright sets it up really well. He's got one of the characters saying, "Oh, you said 3, and now it's nearly 4." And because it's nearly 4 o'clock, it sets up this good visual gag here, where he uses the clock chimes to coincide with these characters' nonplussed expressions.
Do you really think I'm going to have sex with you in the ladies' toilet?
Well, the disabled is out of order.
Oh, yeah, I believe this is yours.
And you can tell it's well thought through, because there'll be these sort of throwaway incidents that you don't give a second thought to, and then later on they'll come back and you'll see, oh, that were important. And there's loads of examples of this. It just shows a really tight script writing. You know, there's nothing in there for the sake of it. It's all in there for a reason.
No, that's the second up I ever bought.
And another clever technique he uses is that he often has things early on in the film that mirror things that happen later in the film.
You just can't switch off, Nicholas. And until you find a person you care about more than your job, you never will.
There's always something going on, Danny. And you won't be an amazing police officer until you understand that.
Well, I remembered something else you said and all.
Oh, did you now? Yeah. You don't know how to switch off.
It sort of helps to tie the story together and whatnot. Now, even the music, it's all very cleverly chosen for a reason. You know, there's nothing in there by chance. It's all designed to fit with the scene.
And advanced cycling. Became heavily involved in a number of extra vocations.
And now they'll have certain songs in there that'll help to sort of convey the emotion of the scene, or something that the director wants to get over.
Thought we were home.
Now, compare that with something like Suicide Squad, which had loads of songs in it that didn't seem to bear any relation to what were happening on the screen, and it really jarred and it took you out of the moment, you know.
Do not fire that goddamn weapon! Demon!
So they got that Ozzy Osbourne song there, and then a couple of minutes later, there's another famous song that you recognise.
Unlock 'em.
And then a couple of minutes on from that, there's another song that you recognise.
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
And then a couple of minutes on from that, there's another bloody song that you recognise. And none of them bear any relation to what's happening out on the screen. It just sounds like a cynical way of getting a load of pop songs on the soundtrack to try and get people to buy the record. Well, it's CDs these days, isn't it? It is CDs still, isn't it, Denise? What the f***'s an MP3? Anyway, he's got a new film coming out called Baby Driver. Don't know what it's about. It looks like it's some sort of heist thing. It looks like an action film, really. But from the trailer, it looks like they'll have loads of gags in it, a lot of action. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get me sent down the Savoy, and I might get me sent a Cornetto. So yeah, if you ain't already checked him out, get watching some of his films. They're great. If you enjoyed that, you can click subscribe below or watch some of these links to similar videos of me waffling on about stuff. Or add some comments if you thought I were talking a load of rubbish. Ta-ra!